guys, and welcome to the latest episode of Coffee and Air Show, taking you through the new single issues releases in this week, and it is a big one. Tons of great stuff this week, lots of big releases, which we'll get to certainly in a second. Loads of variants, basically no excuse not to come into the store this week. Yeah, big one to finish off the month. So we'll kick things off with variants, as we like to do. So we'll kick things off with Zatanna, Bring Down the House. This is issue 4, I believe, yep. Of that, you have the Nicholas Scott Artist Spotlight variant, which of course is showcasing Zatanna over the years. We also have the Joshua Sway variant cover for Zatanna as well. And then we finish off with the Zatanna variants with Joelle Jones on this one. Moving along and continuing with DC, we have Harley Quinn, again, Nicholas Scott Artist Spotlight variant. So you'll see again all the different Harley designs through the years. This week sees the release of Detective Comics 1089, which is Ram V's epic conclusion to the title. We have the Sebastian Fiumara 1-25 variant cover. Undoubtedly the biggest release this week is Batman The Long Halloween, Last Halloween. This is a new 10-issue series. I can't recommend it highly enough. Already read the first issue. We spoke to Jeff Loeb a few weeks back. The writer says 8 out of the 10 issues are already drawn. There won't be any delays through the issue. It'll release as regular as clockwork. And basically it's his sort of spectacular farewell to the Long Halloween universe. But also the idea was that if this was your first exposure to it, that you won't be lost. You know, this is very new reader friendly as well. So in terms of variants, we've gone quite big on these as well. So we've got the Jim Lee variant cover, first of all, rather glorious. There's going to be a series of mugshot variants as well, so a different character each time. Eduardo Risso on this one, Batman obviously to kick off the series. As well as the traditional Jim Lee, we have the Jim Lee foil variant. Don't know how well that comes across, but it is an absolute beauty. We have the retailer incentive 1-50 variant cover, which is the Virgin variant for Tim Sale's glorious artwork. Rest in peace, one of the absolute best to do it. But Virgin variant cover there for the 1-50, and then for the 1-25s, we have the Virgin variant in terms of, you know, no trade dress, just that lovely image from Eduardo Risso. Continuing on with the variant theme, because again there are a lot this week. We have Batman Brave and the Bold, Miguel Mendoza on the variant cover for that. We have a couple for Action Comics. We have Wes Craig, one of my personal favorite artists, doing a variant for Action Comics 1069. We have also the Action Comics 1069 Nicholas Scott Artist variant, this time showcasing Supergirl over the years. We have Kyle Hotz doing a variant cover for Venom War Zombiotes. There we have Uncanny X-Men number 3 this week. We're continuing with those Luciano Vecchio character design covers for that. We have the retailer incentive 1-25 variants for Ultimate Spider-Man number 9, Carmen Carnero on that. The traditional Parker three-way, if you will, depicted on the cover. We have Wes Craig again doing the variant cover for Ultimate Spider-Man number 9. Definitely a rising star in the comics industry, though I've been saying he's amazing for years. Let me just pick out the rest of the variants here. Geez, there really are a lot this week. Next up, we have from Rod Rice is the Star Wars Ahsoka variant. This is for issue 3. Also included with that is the 1-10 variants for Star Wars Ahsoka. These are always concept variants for different sort of character designs and looks. Next up, we have Predator versus Black Panther. I believe this is a Rose Besh variant cover for that. It's issue 2 this week for Predator Black Panther. Next up, we have from Ricky Yagawa is the Godzilla variant cover for Phoenix, which is pretty glorious, and that is a fight I would not mind seeing. We also have for the Avengers, this is their Godzilla variant cover. I do like this sort of look of the Avengers all coming together almost in an Iron Man type armor to fight them. We have Amazing Spider-Man also with the Godzilla variant covers as well. I have really enjoyed these. They've been really fun. Most of them seem to show Godzilla as a bad guy, but you know, did they not watch Godzilla? He's a good guy. Next up, we have back in stock the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles variant. Done by Jeff Shaw. So issue 2, Michelangelo's sitting eating some popcorn on the sofa, which makes complete sense if you've read the issue, as ninjas attack his home. Thundercats this week is number 8, so we've got a couple of shinies here, done by David Nakayama. So you've got the traditional 1 to 10 variant there, and the 1 to 15 version of that. We have Creepshow number 1 this week for volume 3, James Stokoe variant cover there. We have G.H. Walter doing a variant cover for Helen of Windhorn number 5. This is the 1 to 10 retailer incentive variant. And we finish off with Old Dog Operations. Welcome return for Old Dog this week, and that is Tula Lute on variant cover duties there. So away from that and on to the normal stuff this week. So all your cover A's here. So again, a very stacked week this week, guys. We have Absolute Power Origins coming to its conclusion. Issue 3 of 3, John Ridley's exploration of Amanda Waller's past. We have Absolute Power Task Force 7, issue 7 of 7. So again, all the DC stuff, you know, is all starting to come to its conclusion. Obviously all leading into the big October All-In initiative. We have Action Comics 1069, again a lovely cover there. Eddie Barrows has been doing beautiful covers for Action Comics recently. I mentioned again Batman Long Halloween, as I say, definitely the biggest title of the week. Issue 1 of 10 here, Jeff Loeb, Eduardo Risso. We have Detective Comics coming to the end of Ram V's run. So 1089, Guillaume March on art. It does end in a very epic way. Green Arrow number 16 again. A couple of Absolute Power tie-ins you'll see here. Again, this is the last tie-in issue before the All-In relaunch starts with the next issue. So issue 16 for Green Arrow there. We have Harley Quinn issue 43. So Tini Howard writing duties there. Sweeney Boo on art. Another big one this week is the Lobo cancellation special, written by Kyle Starks, art by Kyle Hotz. Nice one-shot by this comic, or a child might see it. Power Girl number 13 this week as well, so continuing on with that series. We have Titans number 15, Tom Taylor's Titans, of course. All Hail the Darkwing Queen for Titans, and then we finish off the DC stuff with Satana Bring Down the House again. Glorious cover artwork there from Javier Rodriguez. So on to Marvel, and again some great stuff this week. We have Amazing Spider-Man issue 58. I read this morning, and this is one of the best issues I've read in a long time in terms of pure visceral action. It's a quick read, but John Romita Jr.'s art is so on point here, it's unbelievable. You feel every single punch in it. As we approach the end of Zeb Wells' run, only another issue or 2 of that to go. We have Daredevil Woman Without Fear, issue 3. So continuing on, we have Punisher there on the cover as well. Deadpool Team Up by Rob Liefeld, issue 2. Less said the better. Namor is next up. Again, one of the best series that Marvel is putting out at the moment, and we've only got a few people on it. You really don't want to miss out on this. It is awesome. Issue 3, Jason Aaron, just absolutely glorious. Again, a character I wouldn't normally care too much about, but the run's just been so good, it's impossible to ignore. NYX number 3 is out as well, so Colin Kelly, Jackson Lansing, continuing with the NYX series as part of the From the Ashes X-Men relaunch. We have Phases of the Moon Knight, issue 2. I can see Jed McKay working on this, Declan Shelby, Jorge Fornes, a lot of talent on that. We have Phoenix number 3, again continuing with the From the Ashes stuff from the X-Men relaunch. What is the sinister scheme of the Black Order? Predator Black Panther, I'd mentioned issue 2 is this week. Star Wars Ahsoka, so there's your cover A, that's your glorious Phil Noto artwork. Rodney Barnes continues to put out Star Wars Ahsoka. Another huge one this week, of course, is Ultimate Spider-Man number 9. So Jonathan Hickman, Marco Cicchetto continuing on with their, easily the best Spidey title on the shelves right now. We have Uncanny X-Men number 3. So Gail Simone, David Marquez on art. For me, the best of the X-Men relaunches so far, in terms of from issue to issue. A couple of Venom War titles. We have Venom War Daredevil. This is just a one-shot that is set in the Venom War event. Venom War Zombiotes, issue 2. I think this is going to be a 3-issuer linked in. We have Werewolf by Night, Red Band, number 2. Continuing on with Marvel's Red Band stuff. Speaking of Red Band, another big one this week, Wolverine Revenge, Jonathan Hickman, Greg Capullo, continuing on their Wolverine title. We have X-Force this week as well, so issue 3 of that. Again, it's been pretty damn good so far. Jeffrey Thorne with writing duties, Marcus Toe on art. And that finishes off Marvel. On to the indie stuff. Take a breath, Alan. Jeez, there's a lot this week. So indie-wise, we've got Blade Runner Tokyo Nexus, issue 3. Continuing on with the Blade Runner universe. We have Conan, number 15. So again, Conan's just absolutely brilliant at the moment. It's been brilliant since issue 1. Jim Sub really knocking it out of the park there. We have Defenders of the Earth, from the world of Flash Gordon, Dan DiDio and Jay Calafiore on art. Doctor Who, the 15th Doctor, issue 3 for that. We have issue 2 of Final Fight, which of course is linked to the absolute seminal 90s side-scrolling beat-em-up. One of my personal favourite games of all time. We have Helen of Windhorn this week, issue 5. Issue 4 was only last week due to a misprint scenario, but issue 5 is back on schedule there. We have Hello Darkness, issue 3, so continuing on with the horror anthology book there. We have some all ages stuff with Disney Hercules, number 5. Again, continuing on the Disney range through Dynamite Comics. We have Knights vs. Samurai, which is a brand new number 1, which Knights vs. Samurai sells itself. Lilo and Stitch continues on the all ages scenarios here as well with issue 5 through Dynamite. We have Magic Order number 1. This is Magic Order 5, number 1, which is going to be the last volume, I believe, of Magic Order. We have a new one from Pornstack Pishisho and the Dodsons called The Mancurian. This is part of the Horizon experiment. I believe these are going to be a series of one-shots, so issue 1 there. We have Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Usagi Yojimbo. Yes, there are still crossovers that have not yet been done. There can't be many though. Issue 1 for that. We have Old Dog, as I mentioned before, Operations. This is an anthology book with lots of different creators adding their spins to the Old Dog world. We have Spawn Violator, the start of a new 6-issue miniseries, as Todd McFarlane continues to pump out Spawn titles. We have Standstill, issue 2 of 8. First issue, this was fantastic. It was about a guy who can literally stop time and space and do whatever he wants. Bring the world to a standstill, if you will. Thundercats number 8, I already mentioned. Dynamite Comics, lovely David Nakayama cover there. And we finish off with a couple of distillery titles. We have Spectrograph, where as far as issue 3 of this is the James Tynion Christian Ward horror book. And we finish off with a brand new number 1 for Distillery this week with The Missionary. Rand Stegman, Jason Howard, brand new number 1, and I've heard some rather interesting things about that title. So yeah, that is this week. Take a breath, Alan. So yeah, we've already put up our video, of course, showcasing the new graphic novels in this week. The store is completely, massively stacked. Again, it's another appeal. Please, if you've got a pull list, come and pick it up. The boxes are at breaking point now. So we really do appreciate people picking stuff up as it comes out or every couple of weeks. We understand life gets in the way. But yeah, just they're packed to oblivion. So it would be really good if we start, clearing the boxes a little bit this week. But otherwise, yeah, as I say, packed store this week. Tons of new stuff in, new graphics, new singles, big titles everywhere. A great week in comics. So hopefully I'll see you guys in the store throughout the week. Until then, take it easy.